Hi, I'm Brad.
I'm Kim. We're with 626 Ohana, California. Today we're going to be talking about our tips for California Adventure Food and Wine Festival. This was our first time going out, so this is what we learned.
Well, not our first time going out, our first time to a food and wine festival.
Right, absolutely, for a Disney Food and Wine Festival. And it's been on our bucket list for a while, so we were happy to be there.
So we're gonna talk about what we feel, what we found out, what we learned, and try to pass those tips on to you.
Okay, our first one is plan early. And what we mean by that is go and do a little bit of research about the food that's being offered. Watch our vlog.
Yeah, it'll make it easier for things that you say, oh, that looks interesting, or not, I just don't, there's absolutely no way I'm gonna eat that.
Yeah, because you don't know what you're gonna like and not like, but it kind of gives you a guideline to go with.
They go online and to Disney and check out the menu. They do have everything posted online for as the whole festival.
The other thing is to get there early, because we noticed a huge difference between the morning crowds and afternoon crowds. So after work, after school, I have never seen Disney's California Adventure so packed.
And we did go on opening day, which was the Friday. So we did see a huge difference at about 2:30, 3 o'clock when schools got out, how busy the park automatically doubled to that point.
Right, and we understand it's not always an option, but if it is, go early.
And next thing is when you get there is go to the info booth. Find out what the different information is. Sorry, I'm trying to find what we have here. And get your map and your little food guide here. So this guide here will show you.
I know, I think it's showing back.
Will show you the different food options at the booth. They'll give you the full menus as well. But also in the back of it, if you have a certain type of diet or allergy concerns that like soy or vegan or
vegetarian, kid-friendly, it gives you all what's available for you to try.
And then, so the next thing we're going to talk about is the Sip and Savor Pass, which is, right here.
Usually comes with 8 tear-off tickets.
So you use each one of those at a booth. They purchase your food or a drink or dessert. The drinks are non-alcoholic drinks are included with it. The alcoholic drinks you have to pay separate. And
also the thing they told us is don't take them off until you get to the booth, because certain of the cast members the tickets won't be valid unless you let them rip it off.
Or if the cast member asks you to take it off. But if it's off and you hand it to them, they may say, no, I can't take this, it's not valid.
So this is one place where you can't try to be quick and efficient.
So like we talked early in our vlog, if you watched our vlog, that the season pass holder is $49 for the pass. For a regular non-season pass holder, it's $54 for the pass. We did do some math on what it saved us, and so we'll share that with you right now.
We would have spent out of pocket $117.73 if we would have paid for everything ourselves. As far as what we used for the little tickets, because we did spend extra money on like the $5 items, because those would not have been a good use of the tickets.
Yeah, with that we would recommend, if you're using your tickets for something, is to get the value out of it. You'd probably be looking in the $7.50 and up range for each item. There were some desserts and things that were like $4 and $4.75. That definitely you wouldn't have the savings if you used it for those.
So our savings was $19.66. So that's what we would have had the difference be.
So if you would have bought it without the annual pass, you would have saved $9.66 of what we bought. So you're probably saving with it $10 to $20, as say, for an average range. Now
it depends. There was some more. There were some items that were more expensive, and there was less expensive. So it kind of depends what you order.
Yeah.
So there might be some more savings in there. It's just based on what we got.
Especially if you went to Paradise Grill, that's where the more expensive items were at. And we will discuss a little bit more about some of the stuff there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the other things that is not just food and wine there. There are different entertainment options, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah. We went and we stopped and we went and saw junior chef's cooking demonstration. It was so cute, you guys. They had kids from the audience come up, participate, help mix up. They made some cookies. And then Chef Mickey, my bad.
Chef Goofy.
Chef Goofy came up and, he caused a little bit of mayhem and some fun, and it added a good entertainment value to it.
Now, if you do go watch it, the seating can get a little limited, so if you want to beat up towards the front and watch it, if your kids are in it, definitely try to get up towards the front. Even if your kids want to watch it and don't want to participate, they would have a good time watching it.
We had a good time watching it.
Yes. Also, right next to that, if your kids wanted something else to do, or if you as an adult just want to sit down and relax for a few minutes, there was an area where you can make your own paper chef's hats and color. So if you wanted to sit there and color and just relax for a little bit, it was also a good area for that when the junior chef wasn't going. It was nice and quiet, and it was just a nice area to sit for a minute.
And that was over in the Hollywood studio section.
And also to mention on that one section is the one booth that is out, kind of out from everything else. There's one booth over there, so...
And that's where you get the tiki cocktail. It's the LA style. If you're looking for it, it took us a minute just to kind of find it because it's so far removed from the other booths.
Okay, so the other entertainment options is in the main plaza area of California Adventure is the stage. And they have music going on and different things there. We showed on our vlog. The Jammin' Chefs with Chip and Dale, and that was a lot of fun. We walked by a little bit real quick, but we got to listen to it, and it was kind of neat. But
it was cute. It was really fun. It was high energy, and there was good music. But it's something you kind of have to get there a few minutes. If you want to be up front, you got to get there maybe 5-10 minutes early.
Yeah, but it wasn't overly crowded when we were there either, so you could still see from the back if you really wanted to.
But if you want to get pictures, or if you wanted to get some video from your phone, you'd have to get there a few minutes early. And
then also they have visiting chefs there, and we were there on a Friday, so none of the visiting chefs were there, so they're on the weekends. But they had Guy Ferrara there, but unfortunately everything his was completely sold out before the festival even opened.
Yeah, then they will have more different chefs coming along. They have mixology classes, wine classes, beer classes. Those are extra charges, but I would recommend going online at Disney and to purchase those if that's something that's interest to you.
Yes.
Because we thought about doing a mixology class and it was already full.
Yeah, unfortunately it fills up quick, so you have to be really prepared what you're doing.
Right. And we even looked a few days ahead, so you got to plan ahead, way ahead on that stuff.
But this is a festival that is going until the end of March.
Which is kind of nice because I'm hoping we're going to get to go back.
So another recommendation we have is with the food, going back to our food, is trying things that may be a little bit out of your comfort zone. Something that seems a little different, that you think the ingredients wouldn't mesh together well.
Or if it's something you wouldn't normally want to taste. Like I tried the peach tea. I'm not an iced tea person, but I was just kind of overwhelmed with the food that I had had and wanted to try it. And I couldn't actually really taste the iced tea element to it. So I liked it. And that's not something I ever would have ordered.
And there are things that you just wouldn't seem that would mix well together that we tried. And some of the stuff was really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, get out of that comfort zone. And again, this is our opinion on the taste. It could be different for somebody else.
Right. Or there's items that we were really looking forward to trying and we didn't enjoy as much as we would have thought we would have.
Yeah, and we'll cover that and things that we wouldn't get again.
Which kind of leads up.
Yeah. So going into that is things that we wouldn't get again. For me, personally, there was the one thing is the beer pork taco that we got. It was just, for me, it was okay. It wasn't anything exciting or new. It wasn't,
And we're kind of saying this because if you go in and you were going to use only 8 items you're going to get with your Sip and Savor pass, that's why we're saying what we wouldn't do again.
And it's not saying that these items are bad. It's just something we
would have passed on.
And truthfully, I was looking forward to those. I thought they would be really good. And it just didn't live up to what I was expecting for it.
No, absolutely. Well, I don't know. I didn't try that one. It got to a point where we had tried so much food that there were times where I knew I wasn't going to want anything from the Caliente booth. And so I let Brad have the item there.
And that's where I got the ghost pepper mac and cheese, which was actually really good. but it was hot. It wasn't, and something that I'd be like, okay, I could have missed that. Also, the other thing.
Well, like you couldn't do Golden Dreams because you have a few allergies. So I ended up trying the food from there. Things like that. And it helped balance out so that we didn't get too any fuller than we needed to.
Yes. And again, so, you know, look at what there's out there. There's things that are going to be definitely you're going to want to try and things you're not going to like. So also brings up another thing I forgot to say.
Well, okay, but we haven't gone through the food.
Oh, no, we forgot to say something. When you don't try to do this all in one day.
Well, you can if you really want to, but if you're going back and staying, this is your vacation or you're local, come back and do this over multiple days. Don't try to conquer all at once.
The flavors start running into each other.
And we felt sick at times.
Yeah, so.
But then also, my other thing is that we went to Cluck-a-Doodle-Moo. I still love that name. And we tried what was our favorite item, the grilled tenderloin beef sliders, which was with the chimichurri sauce, which I still want to go get another one.
And it turned into us comparing everything to that the whole day. And you know, that's sometimes what's going to happen when you try new things. You just got something that was so good the first off, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that's not quite this.
Nothing else kind of compared up to it, in our opinion. So we were kind of like, oh, wah, wah, wah. But then on the other hand,
there were things that did surprise us that we liked.
Yeah. But I would also say you also don't want them to run out of that either. So don't wait too long.
What would you say what surprised you that you liked?
What surprised me? The peach iced tea surprised me. I'd have to look at that real quick. I'm gonna look at my sip and savor real quick to see what kind of.
See, for me, it would have been the macaroon that we had, the lemon Meyer lemon macaroon. I'm not a huge lemon person, and that was really good. And also for me, the garlic mac and cheese. I really liked that. It was. I know it wasn't on our top list, but it was really good.
What surprised me, I think, was a deconstructed teriyaki chicken. I'm sure I'm not saying this right. So deconstructed teriyaki chicken musabe. I don't know how to say that correctly, but that surprised me. It had a pineapple relish with it, and I really enjoyed it. Okay, so I would also say from that same booth, the thing I wouldn't get again was that Yippee Mickey cotton candy soda that was so sweet. It
was good.
Yeah.
But it was, my comparison to it would be Mountain Dew, even sweeter, and that's how sweet it was.
That's something that would be a good share item. Multiple people. It makes cute Instagram pictures for sure.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a neat little thing, but it was just sugary.
So you were saying what you would leave out was.
One thing I would leave out was the beer tacos we said.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing I would have left out, and this was the ghost pepper mac and cheese was good, but it overpowered a lot of the flavor. I had to stop eating things for a while because that taste was in my mouth for a while. It wasn't that the ghost peppers were so hot; it just left that flavor in my mouth for a long time to be able to get rid out that flavor, so I could taste the other foods better. Okay,
for me, the shrimp boil tacos. It was so overpowered by the sausage that I couldn't taste shrimp at all.
Again, somebody may love those.
Yes.
It's just, this is what we found that didn't work for us. And I agree with her on the shrimp tacos. I couldn't taste the shrimp.
And the shrimp is what I was looking forward to tasting because I love seafood. So it's a personal opinion. Brad had earlier in our last vlog had said it tasted a lot like putting gumbo on a taco.
Okay, so I think
let's see, we didn't go through everything. Oh, I definitely would not spend money on the Mickey's pretzel. Why? Mickey pretzels are always good, but you can find them at the parks when there is not the Food and Wine Festival going on.
It was a different type of pretzel for Mickey pretzel, but it still tasted like a Mickey pretzel is the way to put it. It was bigger.
Similar.
It was a little bit bigger than the ones you get at the park. It was similar, but it was so similar that it wasn't anything adventurous or new for us.
And with the food festival, you want to try new foods.
And that could be one of the options that's kid-friendly if you want to try them.
True. That's a good point.
And all other options that could be kid-friendly are the pizza egg rolls. And they tasted just like I said, a pizza, egg roll with the pizza and everything else. And it was good. It's a good way to get kids to maybe try something different food-wise out of their comfort zone as well.
Right. And we got the uncorked California. We got the
cheese board.
It's kind of like the cheese board. It's nice with wine. I'm sure, like I said, I'm allergic to wine, can't drink it. It would be nice for somebody that maybe wanted a beverage with it, looking for something light. I would skip it.
Yeah, the cheese it was extremely mild and really didn't have a whole lot of...
There wasn't flavor.
Yeah, it was it was very mild.
Yeah.
If you're trying to find something light, and the dried fruit in it, spiced walnuts, I believe they were in it, were good, but it wasn't anything that was extremely different.
Right. The other booth, veggie, fruit. Say that 10 times. I kind of liked the asparagus Caesar salad. They put way too much dressing on it for me. But if I was trying to be adventurous and leave something off the list, I would leave that off the list.
For me also, it would be I love artichokes. I like artichokes. The fried artichokes were good. The sauce was good. But there were just so many better things out there for me, the taste-wise and flavor-wise, to try.
And we're saying this because you only get 8 tickets on the Sip and Savor. If you were going to go out and do like we were doing, it doesn't necessarily mean that we wouldn't say don't get it at all, because there's different taste opinions and...
But if you're trying to do this in one day with, truthfully, 1 Sip and Savor pass for one couple is plenty if you planned it out.
It is.
So something else to do other than the food, to get back outside the food realm, is were 4 different vendors out there to look at and try different things. There was Ghirardelli's.
Ghirardelli's is really amazing, and I was drooling.
There was Kayla's Cakes by Kayla.
It was macaroons by Kayla's Cakes.
Macaroons by Kayla's Cakes. There we go.
Mouthful.
And we didn't try anything there because unfortunately that we were eating so much food. But they had I thought that was a cookie dough macaroon. That looked like Cookie Monster. That was kind of cool. And then also they had
a s'mores looking one that looked really good, chocolate marshmallowy, and I wouldn't have mind giving that a try. But it wasn't on our challenge, and we were absolutely maxed out on food, so we didn't give that a try.
There was also Saucy Lips. They had different sauces, and they were actually allowing people to try the different sauces, which is it was kind of cool to try the different things, and it was good. It was a different pace of things.
And the last one, Rinse Bath and Body Company, which I have to say I was thrilled to see, because whenever we go to Walt Disney World, I go to Disney Springs and stock up. So to be able to get that before our trip this summer, I was excited.
We also want to say that we are no way sponsored by the vendors that were there. These are just what we saw and did. And it was something just a little bit off of the pace that give us a break too in between.
Yeah. Next, we went to the annual pass holder corner, which was up by Blue Sky Cellar. And it was a nice break. We got our gift, which Brad will show you.
Yeah, so we're able to get this pin, hopefully. I'm sorry. So we're able to get that pin, which is free for every annual pass holder to get. Just had to show, they actually scanned our annual pass to make sure that you could get it. Also, I believe they had an area for pictures back.
They did. I looked into it later. They have some props and backgrounds that were really cute. The line was about 30 to 45 minutes. We were looking to enjoy the food part of the festival and booths, so we skipped it.
Yes. And it gave us, unfortunately, we were time constrained, so we were trying to get through things as fast as we could. So we were able to show you all the different food that we did get.
And of course, being a first time, we didn't know how long it was going to take us to get through the festival. So we did start, I'd say our day, I want to say we started our day about 10 o'clock, 10:15, and that was just getting the information and going around to a few of the vendors. We spent our time going around, getting an idea of what the booths look like. We went to some of the vendors that were open. We bought our Sip and Savor pass. So from 10:15 all the way till about 4 o'clock. And we did take small breaks.
Yeah.
But it was pretty much, that's how long it took us to get through the whole day and watch the junior chef demonstration.
So, again, the booths open at 10:30 in the morning, so it's something to be aware of.
Okay, so the last thing we want to talk about is the merchandise. The merch is always the fun part of the day.
And of course, like any people that goes to Disney, anything Disney, you always come home with something.
Or at least if he's married to me, he does. So the things that we're going to show you first is what we got from the vendors. We start out with Ghirardelli's. So you want to let's show them.
Okay. And Ghirardelli's is the correct way to say this, and it's like we said earlier that we talked to a rep who told us and asked us very politely, and he was very nice.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They asked us, they said, no, it's a common mispronunciation calling it Ghirardelli's. It's Ghirardelli's, and we got it was a nice discussion we had with them. So, but anyways,
and you want to say a good chocolate company's name correctly.
So, anyways,
so the first item I'm going to show you is the hot fudge. They haven't ever sold this outside of the stores, and in the stores they were saying they usually sell it in a glass jar. So it's the first time they had it in this like squeezable bottle.
So basically they told us you can just put in hot water, let it melt, and then squeeze it and put it on top of your ice cream and whatnot, and do that. Also,
so that was $6.95.
This was $5.95 for some caramel sauce. So we figure we're gonna have sundaes.
Absolutely. Summer, we brought this home and our son Hayden was like, we're having Sundays this weekend, right? Yes, we are.
So the next vendor that are things that we got
is from one of my favorite places because I love Ritz Body and Company. So first one I got is a... I don't
think you need to show everyone.
Okay. There you go. Okay. The first one I got was a peppermint essential oil, and you just kind of put some under your nose and it helps with headaches and congestion. And I got 2 more of eucalyptus. I'm not gonna show them because it's hard to show them. Same thing, it's a roll-on. Easy to throw in my purse, my carry-ons, anywhere I go. So I got 3 of those and they had a deal, I think it was 3 for $30.
So the other things that we got, it was these collapsible measuring cups. I do some cooking. And I realized when we were going through that it was time for us to get some new ones. So it just fit in a good time and it was practical for us to get them.
And I like that they collapse because they save space.
And of course.
And those were $14.99.
Yes. And of course we also got some spatulas, which were $19.99.
Did you see them well? Because
yeah, sorry.
Look at this little one.
And she thought they were cute, so she wanted to get them. So we always could use more spatulas around the house. Okay.
So the last thing I got was pins. I love pins. And they are, all the pins I'm showing you are $17.99. These were 4 that were offered. The first one is this cute Goofy. I know it's really hard to see. We can't get it to focus.
There it goes.
Okay.
Goofy.
Goofy. Next up is Mickey.
Okay.
And then we have another Mickey. We'll just show him, not show the stuff in between.
There you go.
And then this Mickey and Minnie, this is my favorite.
There you go.
Okay, if you liked our vlog, please like and subscribe. Follow along with our Ohana's adventures. Find your magic.